welcome into today's video. Today I'm gonna be doing my everyday spring makeup look, which is super easy and simple, as well as yapping my heart out because I have so much stuff to talk about. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go in with my moisturiser, which is called Diprobase. I love this moisturiser because I have dry skin. It's actually targeted for eczema. I have such dry skin to the point where I have to moisturize every day. Also, I do have Jacksepticeye on in the background because I cannot focus on anything unless there's like background noise. My thoughts literally consume my entire being and I don't have nice thoughts. Okay, next thing is sunscreen. I get burnt very severely and very quickly. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, I have been extremely occupied with music as of late. One of my goals for this year was to practice how to play the guitar. I've had my guitar since 2020 and I actually bought it just before lockdown, which was the perfect time because I ended up learning 2 songs on it. Ever since lockdown lifted, which was in 2021, never touched my guitar. So I promised myself this year to... I forgot what I was saying. Great. What was I saying? I'm gonna go in with my eyebrows next. The product that I use is Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow pomade. We also have Luna sleeping in the back. Love her. I take a flat brush for my eyebrows. This is how much I fill in my eyebrow. Ta-da! I've done my brows. So yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I have been currently practicing playing my guitar on a regular basis and I've been doing it for 7 days straight. So I have a 7-day streak. I'm very proud of myself and I am currently teaching myself how to play 505 by the Arctic Monkeys. I love that song and I love that band. And speaking of Arctic Monkeys, I'm gonna go in further detail of them because I'm obsessed with them right now. Okay, moving on to the next thing, which is my foundation. I love using the L'Oreal Paris True Match foundation because this is super lightweight and it has like medium coverage. Anyways, as I was saying, I have been on the biggest deep dive when it comes to Arctic Monkeys and I have been listening to all of their albums. I've been going through like their whole catalogue and I am currently on Suck It and See. My favorite album so far is Humbug. I love that album. And my favorite song of theirs is Crying Lightning. I love Crying Lightning. Instead of wetting my beauty blender, I end up drenching it in mist because I feel like it's more effective that way. It's blending in the product, but it's also setting the product at the same time. I have been obsessed with the Arctic Monkeys. I love their lyrics. Their lyrics are so cool. And the fact that like this started out as a band from such a young age and they've written such profound lyrics. Alex Turner, phenomenal. He's my favorite lyricist. I kid you not. He is so good at writing songs and it's so British core but also poetic at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. The way that Alex Turner writes is so cool because I remember reading a description which is like his lyrics are referred to like kitchen sink realism. I believe that's what the quote was and I couldn't agree more. I've just been obsessed with music. I've been listening to Melanie Martinez as well. I loved her album Hades. The Vatican is something, let me tell you, and I really like that song. It's just been causing a huge uproar because she talks about a lot of like stuff within like the Catholic Church. The next thing that I'm going to be going in with is my eyeliner. I'm also going to do this off camera because I cannot for the love of my life do this on camera. Ta-da! I'm back with my winged eyeliner. I love this bronzer. It's from KIKO and it's so good. It's very pigmented. Anyways, going back to Melanie Martinez's album, it's called Hades and it basically focuses on the viewpoint of a dystopian kind of world. She goes very heavily in on politics, how politics is ruining our life, how we're not really taking care of Mother Nature. My favorite song off of that album is The Last Two People on Earth. I really love that song. It's so romantic and I've been playing that song on repeat. Also love The Vatican, The Plague. I love the White Boy Gun song. I also love Is This a Cult? I love a lot of songs. I love the first song as well. I am going to be taking my mini flat brush and doing my nose contour. yeah, I've just been loving music as of late. I'm also very excited because I'm going to be going to 2 concerts this year. One is Madison Bay's towards the end of this month in May. I'm going to be curling my eyelashes with my eyelash curler. I'm also going to be going to BTS's concert, which I'm so excited for. I ended up vlogging the process of me attaining tickets for their concert, and I'm so excited. However, I have no one to go with. So I think I might just make a TikTok telling people whoever wants to buy the ticket, they can buy it. So yeah, I'm gonna resell the ticket and hopefully I end up being seated next to a girl. I'm actually gonna choose a girl. I'm not gonna give it to a man. I'm sorry. I want to be screaming my lungs out next to an actual fangirl, okay? Now I'm gonna be going in with my favorite mascara, which is Maybelline. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is something that is completely different to music, which is a recent kind of trip that I came back from. Yeah, I recently came back from a pilgrimage. I am Muslim. Surprise, surprise. You caught me. I'm Asian. I'm brown. Are you gonna kill me? Are you gonna send ice to my house? Might as well just kill me, honestly. I've had enough of life. I've had enough. It's just too depressing. Too many wars, too many people suffering, too many adults just complaining about everything. A lack of empathy. I hate it here. So much inflation. What is even the purpose of life? I just want to kill myself. So might as well someone just do it for me, okay? I fear that I have just trauma dumped my thoughts. I went on an Islamic pilgrimage, which is called an Umrah. So it's like a mini kind of pilgrimage, not the main pilgrimage. The main pilgrimage is called Hajj. And honestly, if you're asking me what's the difference, I don't even know. I'm a bad Muslim. I have been having very conflicting thoughts about my religion for the longest time now. Well, not the longest, but since last year, halfway through last year, I have been questioning what is the purpose of life? Why is God allowing all of this suffering? Why are there literal devils and baby eaters walking amongst us? And why isn't the day of judgment just occurring? Like, when will rapture occur? Okay, those are my thoughts. Exactly. I am so done with life right now and how people are just openly racist, openly cruel, and it scares me because it's like we've come so far and yet people are still so racist. People are so degrading towards other human beings. It's just too much for me. I came back from Umrah and it was very beautiful and it was very peaceful, don't get me wrong, because I went during Ramadan, which is the most holiest month for Muslims, because that entire month you just fast and you basically give to charity, you stay mindful of God, and you just basically spend your month worshipping God and building a very spiritual connection to God. So that's like the gist of Ramadan. And Umrah is basically where like the Kaaba is, which is like the black cube that many people have seen. And when Muslims pray towards that cube. So that's how important that cube is, which is called the Kaaba. Yeah, it was so heartwarming because it reminded me of this one chapter. I am reading a book which is the autobiography of Malcolm X, and he is such a profound human being and he is so incredibly intelligent. I recommend every one of you to either look into him or read that book because it's so profound, especially if you're a person of color or if you're black, because that will change your entire perspective. He talks about his experience of him going on Hajj, which is like the bigger pilgrimage that I was talking about, and he was a black activist and he grew up in the 1940s, 50s, where segregation was a huge thing in America. Blacks and whites were separated. He grew up a Christian, I believe. His father was a pope, or kind of like equivalent to a pope. He ended up discovering Islam and then he went to Hajj, and he basically describes his experience in the book. I don't want to ruin it, but it's so heartfelt and it made me cry. It made me cry because that was the first time he realized in his life that white people and people of color can coexist and live in an equal society. Islam was the thing that opened and shifted his perspective on life and how things can get better. The one thing that I adored about Umrah was the fact that there was so many people of different ages and different races coming together and worshipping, and it was so beautiful to experience that. It was also extremely tough because that's when the Iran and America war broke out. So we were in the middle of that. Like whilst I was doing my pilgrimage, all the flights got cancelled and it was very scary, and it just made me feel even more emotional because at least I have a home to go to, and there's people who are suffering the consequences of war and they have nowhere to go to and they have no support system. Nobody cares. There's a lack of empathy all around the world. Yeah, it was like a whole shit show. Honestly, my mind was going through like a million thoughts. The next thing is my blush. I'm gonna be going in with this Morphe blush. I want to talk about a show that I've recently started watching, which is called The Apothecary Diaries. It's an anime and I'm obsessed with it. It is so good. I love it. You know what? I've never been like a huge anime fan. I used to watch a lot of anime back in the day. I was obsessed with Demon Slayer. I was obsessed with Sailor Moon. I loved Fruit Baskets. That's my favorite anime of all time. I love that anime. I'm also gonna put some on my nose here. So yeah, I recently got into The Apothecary Diaries and I'm loving it. I'm still on season 1 and it's so good. It's basically about a girl who is kind of like this healer. She works within like this huge palace and she ends up solving mysteries and like uses herbs and tests poisons and all of that stuff. It's really cute. It's really fun. It's not too heavy on the mind. I feel like some animes get so chaotic and I'm just like, I've lost the plot. I don't know where the hell you were going with this. I'm gonna be taking another blush. This is my favorite blush of all time. It's pink, but it also has hints of gold in it. Next thing that I'm going to be going in with is my KIKO highlighter. I love gold highlight because it looks so good on like tanned kind of skin because I am quite tan. I love putting it here just under my eyebrow. It looks so good in pictures, especially with the flash on. Ta-da! Okay, moving on to the last thing, the lips. I love wearing lip gloss during spring because it's not as windy in spring, so you're not getting your hair on your lips constantly, okay? I'm gonna be going in with my lip liner that I love from MAC and it's called Whirl. Okie dokie, moving on to my lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. This is also by KIKO. I've realized I have 3 products from KIKO. KIKO is a win. Ta-da! Okie dokie guys, that was my spring makeup look. Anyways guys, this was my makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you enjoyed my little yap session. And yeah, if you stayed to the end, please subscribe and I shall see you in my next video. Bye!